strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war, but I just plan on outboxing him and showing the world what I'm capable of and coming alive in the moment and knocking out one of the best to ever do.
Floyd Mayweather was left shaken after training with Mike Tyson, stunned by the force and speed Tyson still brings. Mayweather, an undefeated defensive genius, is now seriously worried for Jake Paul. On November 15th, Tyson isn't just stepping into the ring, he's ready to crush Jake's ego, turning it into a pancake and making him regret every prank he's ever pulled. Even Mayweather, who's seen it all and felt Tyson's power firsthand, can't believe the intensity Iron Mike still has.
He looks the best shape and the strongest he's ever been is what his coaches are saying. And so I know on November 15th it's going to be a war.
If Mayweather, the defensive mastermind, teams up with Tyson, it's a partnership of fire and ice, and it's sending shockwaves through the sport. Fans and fighters alike are watching, jaws dropped, as they anticipate what this dangerous duo could unleash. For Jake, it's not just a fight, it's a reckoning. Seeing these two icons side by side is a sight to behold.
The only thing I have to say about Mike Tyson is everyone is always trying to judge Mike Tyson. He lived his life the way he wanted to live his life. No one can say what they would have done if they were in his...
Not because Tyson needs help throwing punches that feel like a freight train, but because Mayweather's influence is refining Tyson into a calculated destroyer. Mayweather isn't just polishing Tyson's uppercuts for fun, he's honing Tyson's footwork, energy conservation, and defensive strategy, the same skills that made Mayweather a nightmare in the ring. But this is no feel-good training montage, it's boxing perfection in action, blending Tyson's relentless aggression with Mayweather's cool, tactical genius. And with their upcoming fight against Jake Paul...
Will you be high when you fight Jake Paul?
Oh, I'm gonna be so high off life, yeah.
Be high on life. Will you be high on marijuana as well?
That's a possibility, too.
It is a possibility.
On November 15th at T Stadium looming, fans are bracing for a showdown like no other. Jake better be ready, because this isn't just a fight, it's a masterclass. Jake Paul, the guy who built his career sucker punching retired MMA fighters and flaunting it on YouTube, must be sweating bullets right now. Watching Tyson train with Mayweather is another level of intimidation. It's one thing to face a 58-year-old Tyson who's been out of the boxing circuit since 2000.
As of right now, for what he's doing, it's good for what he's doing. But once he fights a real fighter, it's going to be bad.
2005, but an Iron Mike now armed with Mayweather's strategic insights. That's a nightmare. Tyson's ready to tear through 8 intense rounds, his gloves hitting like sledgehammers. Rumor has it that Jake is quietly freaking out. He's been spotted ramping up his own training, likely because he knows what's coming. Tyson, newly schooled in Mayweather's art of defense and energy management, is coming for his head. This fight isn't just about survival for Jake, it's a high-stakes lesson in the art of boxing. Imagine Jake Paul sitting there.
Mike Tyson wanted to fight me. That is an honor. He's one of the most famous boxers in the world to ever do it. Him, Muhammad Ali. And to step in there with someone of his nature is an honor. It's a dream come true.
Watching clips of Tyson's sharpened form, trying to stay cool while panicking inside. Sorry, Jake, but hiring more sparring partners won't make your chin Tyson-proof. Mayweather and Tyson's training session was a masterclass in boxing evolution. Mayweather is transforming Tyson's already terrifying arsenal into something even more lethal, teaching him to hold back, to pace himself a bit like asking a tidal wave to pause before crashing. Tyson, once known for relentless offense, is now learning patience, setting traps, and preserving his power for the perfect moment. It's like arming a wrecking ball with strategy, and Jake should be very, very nervous. Jake Paul should be terrified. Tyson, with Mayweather's guidance, is about to show what a true boxing veteran looks like. This isn't just any training, it's career.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're older than he is, but you are Mike Tyson and he isn't.
Exactly. I started, to matter of fact, I started. Thank you. I started Jake Paul off.
Can I ask you, how did you start him off?
On my fight with Roy Jones, I allowed him to fight on the card, and I decided I started him, and I'm going to finish.
A reviving preparation. Mayweather, the undefeated defensive genius with his perfect 5-0-0 record, is coaching Iron Mike, arguably the most terrifying heavyweight in history. No one saw this partnership coming, and it's completely reshaped Tyson's upcoming showdown with Jake. As for the ulcer that sidelined Tyson earlier this year, delaying the fight initially set for July, whispers emerged about him possibly losing his edge. But Tyson didn't just recover, he rebounded. He's pushed through intense, brutal training to come back sharper and more determined than ever. Now Jake's up against not just a legend, but a revitalized force trained to deliver pure destruction. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is clinging to his "I'm in my prime" narrative, boasting about being 27 and throwing 34.7 punches per round. Nice stats, Jake, but they don't mean much when you're facing a man with fists that could knock down walls. Fear isn't a statistic, and that's exactly what Tyson brings. Jake, the cocky, trash-talking boxer with his 101 record, isn't feeling so confident anymore, and can you blame him? Until now, he's made a career out of fighting retired MS stars like Anderson Silva and Nate.
I'm not scared of no, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was going to happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're going to fight on the biggest stage possible.
Diaz guys who probably creak like old doors when they get up in the morning. But facing a properly trained Mike Tyson, that's a whole different nightmare. Watching Jake's confidence deflate as footage of Mayweather training Tyson hits the airwaves has been pure comedy gold. Jake's panic mode is in full effect, scrambling to rethink his strategy and bringing in pricey sparring partners as if that'll make his chin Tyson-proof. But deep down, he knows this isn't just another fight, it's a reckoning, and Tyson's coming fully armed and ready. No amount of pricey coaches or endless defense drills will save Jake Paul from Iron Mike's fists, especially now that Tyson's training under Mayweather's influence. Jake's suddenly obsessed with stamina and defense, hoping not to end up horizontal in the first round.
I'm beautiful, and I've been training for a while, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
I'm just asking when you get into camp.
I'm okay to fight.
But when you get into camp, like when?
I'm in camp right now.
Very good, thank you.
I'm in camp right now.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
But let's be real, Tyson's power is only more dangerous now that he's trading his wild swings for the precision of a patient, calculated hunter. It's like teaching a bazooka to shoot like a sniper. And as for Tyson? He's had his own setbacks earlier this year. A serious ulcer sidelined him, pushing the fight from July to November. But Tyson doesn't just recover, he rebounds. He's battled through grueling training to return sharper than ever, ready to unleash fury.
Every time I drink, get ready to get in a fight, I break out in handcuffs. Hey, listen, and it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
On November 15th. Tyson isn't just a force of nature, he's a fighter who rebounds hungrier, meaner, and more prepared than ever. Meanwhile, Jake Paul, 27, and in his so-called prime, loves to boast about his endurance. But youth and fitness won't matter much when Tyson's bone-crushing hooks start landing. Let's not forget the first real boxer Jake fought, Tommy Fury, wiped the floor with him. Every other win, against aging athletes from different sports, hardly boxing legends. Jake built his reputation by taking on opponents who had no business being in the ring. Now he's about to face Mike Tyson, a human wrecking ball, training like his legacy is on the line. 8 rounds, 2 minutes each. Jake better be ready. They've agreed on 14-ounce gloves, probably to give Jake a fighting chance, but even padded gloves won't soften the blow of Tyson's punch, especially now sharpened by Mayweather's guidance. Public reactions to this matchup are mixed, with medical experts sounding alarm about the risks for Tyson, given his age and health. Yet others like Carl Froch and Michael Bisping have voiced different takes. Froch humorously called it a clown world, while Bisping said Jake's a wannabe and an insult to boxing. He's not wrong, Jake's entire career has been built on fighting non-boxers, but now he's facing Tyson, a true legend who's coming fully prepared to remind him what boxing really is. Jake Paul's career has always been more about spectacle, hype, and controversy than actual skill. Even Joe Rogan, never one to hold back his opinions, seemed torn concern for Tyson's health, but admitting that if anyone can pull off a miracle comeback, it's Iron.
Hey, listen, and it's unfortunately I have to fight and be that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. That guy haunts me. That's I wish I could stop that guy. I wish I could stop that guy. I wish that guy died, but he's here to stay.
And Mike. The drama ramped up at Fanatics Fest 2024, where the press conference was pure entertainment. Jake swaggered in, spouting his usual cocky lines, but the crowd wasn't buying it. Tyson received a hero's welcome, and Jake's smirk quickly vanished along with his credibility. The tension was electric, with Tyson radiating calm confidence as Jake's forced bravado faltered.
What happened? You're not tough anymore since your loss? What happened since your loss? Yo, we gonna bust him up, guys?
I told you before, put that
Yo, let's bust him up. Where you running, Jake? Where you going since your fight? Since you lost? What's up, Jake?
Stood under the spotlight. It's hard for Jake Paul to act unfazed when Mike Tyson is in front of him. During their face-off, Tyson, never one for subtlety, shoved Jake not playfully, but as a warning shot. Jake, ever the attention seeker, tried to play it cool by insulting New York fans, claiming they were good 20 years ago. Bold move, Jake, insulting an entire city. Mayweather, who's been closely watching this drama.
Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him! Jake Paul running, champ! Why is he running?
Even said Tyson's power at 58 is no joke.
All the trolling and
Floyd
trash
knows
talk
a thing or
will
two
mean
about
nothing.
intimidation, and even he's in awe of how dangerous Tyson still is. Yet Jake, undeterred, keeps boasting, acting like he was born for this moment, as if he's some boxing prodigy. Jake Paul's delusion of being a messiah destined to beat Mike. Mike Tyson is strong, but it's clear he's trying to distract from his own insecurities. Recently, Jake's been caught lifting fake weights in a fat suit, mocking Tyson's age in his usual gimmicky style. Classic Jake, lots of antics and no substance. But those cheap laughs won't matter when the gloves are off and Tyson's throwing real punches on November 15th. All the trolling, the social media stunts, and trash talk will be irrelevant. Jake is stepping into the ring with a legend who's been preparing for war. Tyson is ready to show that age is just a number when you have hands of stone and a will of iron. Jake will learn the hard way that boxing isn't a game, and Tyson's still the undisputed king. With Mayweather's involvement, the stakes are higher. Floyd knows how to get inside his opponent's heads, and he's bringing that psychological warfare to Tyson's game. When Tyson steps into the ring, it'll be an entirely new fight. On November 15th, Mike Tyson won't just be looking to overwhelm Jake Paul with brute force. He'll be playing chess, not checkers. And that's the worst-case scenario for a fighter like Jake, who's used to brawls, not boxing clinics. Jake has spent his career fighting opponents who couldn't match his size or endurance. Now he's up against a legend, and not just any version of Tyson. This is Tyson, trained by the best strategist in the sport. Jake can try to act unbothered, but the truth is, this isn't a fight he can meme his way out of. Tyson has never been a joke, and with Mayweather by his side, he's ready to deliver the ultimate reality check. 8 rounds, 2 minutes each, won't feel short when you're desperately trying to stay on your feet against a living boxing legend. Age may be a number, but power and experience are game changers. When November 15th arrives, Mike Tyson will prove just that, while Jake Paul is left scrambling to survive in the ring.